You're watching the Roger Wakefield Show.
Forget college. Should you go to trade school for plumbing? I know people that didn't go to college and make over $100,000 a year. I know people that didn't go to college that make over $1 million a year. I also know college students that don't make $100,000 a year. But then again, I know college students that do also make over $1 million a year. Stick around to the end because I'm going to give you the biggest tip about not going to college. So the question is, if you don't go to college, what are you going to do with your life? What kind of trade could you become interested in? There's great trades out there. Of course, plumbing is the best, but there's also to become an electrician, to become an HVAC tech, to become a carpenter, to become a roofer, to become a landscaper. There are so many different things that you can do. And I say the trades, literally just a great job. Building houses, repairing houses, working on them, whatever you want to call it. A lot of these are residential trades, and they are really good to get into and give you great opportunities. Other trades that I think are great, one of the best trades, pay-wise, union-wise, the elevators. Who'd have ever thought building elevators, and I think they also do escalators, but who'd have ever thought that could be such a great job? And I've talked to other union members that are in that union. Man, they've got a good gig going on, but there's not near as many job openings as there are in some of the other trades. So the first thing you've got to figure out is, what trade do you want to do? Now, I'm a plumber, and I think that's a great thing. But I could have very easily become an electrician, become an AC installer, learn to do roofing, learn to do glazing. That was a really neat job when I was in commercial, watching the guys install the windows, flooring, ceilings. There's so many different things. Drywall. Oh my gosh, you want to talk about a busy job. Every house, every office has plumbing, electrical, drywall, HVAC. They've all got a roof. They've all got concrete for flooring. There's so many different career choices to choose from. First of all, you need to ask yourself, what would you be interested in? Luckily, I got into plumbing because of a friend, and I loved it. I started out doing a commercial remodel. I found out that I really did enjoy building a building. I thought that was cool. But when I got into it, I had no idea there would be so many opportunities and choices available to me later just through plumbing. There's a lot of different kinds of plumbing, just like there are the other trades. So we created the mini course to ask people, do you want to do residential or commercial? And we explain what they are. Then we ask them, do you want to build things or do you want to repair things? That's the difference between new construction and service. And guys, whether you're a plumber, electrician, HVAC tech, roofer, whatever, those opportunities are available. I didn't know that when I got in. I just knew I was going to become a plumber. But then again, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have all this information. I probably could have gone down to the library. You know, it's a brick building, has a lot of books in it. We used to have those when I was a kid. You had to go there to get the information that you can literally get right here, sitting in your chair or on your phone, watching what you're watching right now. But don't go there yet. Stay here because I'm going to give you some good information. Taking that little mini course that we have will help you answer some of these questions, because your other choices are, do you want to be union or do you want to be non-union? And most of the things I've mentioned have a union. They also have open shop, and that's the difference. If you're open shop, it's non-union. Then there's union, where you have maybe training, benefits, packages some open shop places may not have. Once you figure out what trades you want to get into, then you got to start thinking about, okay, what kind of blank do you want to be? I started out, like I said, commercial remodel, which is construction, non-union. Now I own a plumbing company outside of Dallas that's residential service union. So I've gone the completely opposite way. But had I known where I was going to end up and maybe started thinking about that a little bit sooner, I might have got where I'm at a little bit quicker. Now, if you go to college, you are going to have student debt. Now, there's nothing wrong with student debt as long as you can afford to pay for it. I have nothing against college, but going to the apprentice training center or going through a trade school or something like that might be more beneficial for you. Now, me personally, I've never seen a trade school that I was just crazy about that I thought was fantastic. Now, I've seen training centers through the union. I've seen construction education places that have a really good syllabus, but I don't know how they were set up for teaching. I understand college is probably set up a lot better for the education end of it. Luckily for me, when I got into the trades open shop, I started with two of the best plumbers that I know, and I learned a lot of great things for them. It helped me a lot. Even when I got into the union later, I knew I was doing as good a work as anybody there, and that helped me a lot. If you want to go to college, that's great. But think about it. In the long run, is going to college going to be as good as going to a trade school or learning a trade? Now, when I say going to a trade school, some just have schools. You can go sit in it and learn it. I would prefer probably the union or an open shop location where literally you're working with your hands during the day, you're in the field, you're learning. Now, the way the union is set up, you go to school at night, you work during the day. The way open shop is, you work during the day and you learn at work. That's the training. And I tell you what, I don't have any problem with either one of them. I see the benefits of both sides. You've got to decide what's going to be best for you. If you sign up for a training program, you've got to be there. You can't just sign up and not go. You can't sign up and miss every other night. You have to say, look, I'm dedicated. I'm going to learn this. This is going to be my future, my career, my profession, and look at it that way. Wherever you decide to go to learn, try to be the very best, and try that in the very beginning. If you're going to a training program or a trade school, make it your goal to be the very best that you can be. Now, my big tip, going to college may help you as a business owner, because as a tradesperson, we all work for other people. We make money and we look at everything like, hey, you know what? I make this guy a lot of money. And when I started out my own business, the first thing I realized, I don't know anything about running a business. So I had to hire coaches and consultants and people to do a lot of different things that I couldn't do. So here's what I'll tell you. Going to college might be good for you if you're going to run a business one day. Having that business degree could be great for you. But I do know a lot of plumbers that never went to college. I know a lot of electricians that never went to college. They own their own business and they make great money. They have a life we would all love to have. If you are thinking about getting into the trades, do me a favor. Leave me a comment down below and let me know, what trade are you thinking about getting into? And are you wanting to go to trade school to learn it? Are you wanting to go to the union? Or are you wanting to just get a job open shop? Either way, let me know. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber. I'll see you in the next video if you don't get flushed.